Hello lovely humans, and today I want to have a look at the medium tank that is the Batchat 25T. Don't believe me? Well, let's look at the real one. Now, as you can see right here, to Wargaming's historical accuracy. And the funny story about this vehicle is that the special thing about light tanks is that they keep their camo rating while moving. As you can see right here, 55, 55. However, when the Batchat was introduced into the game, it was a light tank, but it still lost its camo rating while moving. Now don't forget to like and subscribe, and consider becoming a channel member if you want to support me, and also thank you to the already existing channel members. Now, these guns of the Batchat and the TVP are very similar. 310 alpha damage, also similar to the T100LT. However, this is a 3-shot auto-loader with 2.8 seconds intra-clip reload and 3000 DPM, which is very nice to have. The tier 10 light tanks that are in Blitz are medium tanks with worse armor and better mobility, because the traditional light tank role doesn't even work. Aim time, accuracy, all very good. Gun depression, only 6 degrees, which is obviously not that great. However, this vehicle, being a medium tank, is faster than some light tanks, as you can see right here, in terms of the effective horsepower per ton, and also the traverse speed, which is excellent. And in case of armor, there isn't any. Now, you can get bounces off the front plate at extreme angles. That is definitely possible. However, in most cases, you're going to get penned straight in the face. Now, the biggest enemy of the Batchat and the biggest enemy of absolutely everyone are 183 players, obviously. And if you are playing a 183, shame on you. Now, obviously, you can get shot for 1,300 damage by a 183, which is obviously not very enjoyable at all and shouldn't be in the game like that. Now, the Batchat is a tank that is very difficult to play. You gotta know what you're doing. You have an auto-loader, you don't have a lot of armor. So if you know how to use the excellent mobility of this thing, if you know where to place the vehicle correctly, it is gonna go just about fine. And the Batchat's really kind of a team-less tank, pretty much, as in, it doesn't play with the team, it plays off the team. You're sitting in a corner, you're clipping, you're going around, you're using your team's hit points to your own advantage, so you can get rid of that clip and then reload it. And World Tanks PC, this tank has 1,950 damage in this clip. Obviously doesn't have that in Blitz, it's only 930, which is a lot less. However, it is still just about enough. And now, what am I doing out here? I'm outside, where I should be, where the medium tanks belong, or any heavy that has any gun depression ideally as well. Because if you take a heavy that has gun depression and you put it in a flat piece of ground that you can't use any gun depression on, then you're playing that tank wrong. So, at this point, the heavies are very much disintegrating, and unfortunately is a bit mad. And what am I doing? I'm sitting here, I'm clipping. What else would you want to be doing? Now, at this point, I'm very much, I'm changing my playstyle already from trying to do from trying to win to trying to do as much damage as I possibly can before the team fully disintegrates. Because by the time, if the team completely dies, I'll be next. And by that time, I will already want to have done enough damage to essentially satisfy my primal needs. No, but just if you do more damage, you have more chance of winning. And you have a 183 that hits your track, then your chance of winning does go dramatically as well. So that's nice. Now at this point, it's a 4v4. The enemy 50B is dead. And now at this point, I'm going to be like, yo, Fosh, do you want to die? Yes, he does. And now the 183 is going to try and shoot me again. T100 is blocking me, which is very good of him. Like, T100 tried to block me, but I can't run away so the 183 can shoot me. So very well thought there by the T100. However, now 3 versus 2. Now what I can do here is I have hit points. I can use them. So might as well. And I also have a 183 and the Type 71 on my side, so they can do a lot of damage here. And the T100LT should definitely watch out. Now, again, what I'm doing here is I'm getting my teammates between me and the enemy. And that's kind of what you want to do with this tank, right? Because if you're the one that gets primarily shot at, if you're the focus of the enemy team, you're playing this tank wrong. You're not doing how it's supposed to be. At this point now, the Type goes down, and now all I have to do is swoop around the backside and take out the 183, just like that. Now I got one shot left. I'm gonna try and take it onto the T100LT, but, well, it might not work. And all I gotta do now is reload and clip him. And the 183 is not having a great time against this guy, but, again, use the mobility, go around, clip him. That is just simply lovely. And that's how you play this tank. And well, the light tank role doesn't really fit with it. It's more of a sort of opportunity brawler. That's how I would describe this vehicle. As in, you find yourself an opportunity where you have the advantage, and then you go in, you empty your clip, and you get out of again while doing damage and without getting shot. Another example can be this game right here on Alberstadt. Now, the Batchat obviously is a tank that is, as I said, very difficult to play. However, if you know what you're doing, it can be extremely good. However, if you're... Where the hell is he aiming at? Can anyone tell me where the hell he's aiming at? Because I would really like to know where he's aiming at. But, yeah. Now, the problem that we already have here, if you're a good blitz player, you spotted it, no map control. Exactly. Now, you want to have map control. In this case, we don't have any, which is not great. And also, my aim is not either. However, the Skoda's a bit overzealous there, and he gets himself killed. Now, at this point, we don't have map control. The enemies are sitting in the cap circle, and we control about 10% of the map, which is not what you want to do. The more map control you have, and the more crossfires you have, the more you can support each other, and the better it'll be. It's that simple. Which means, at this point, it's not good at all. And the R7's a bit bad as well. And I've already, unfortunately, lost a lot of my hit points, because that's the problem, right? If you're in the Batchat and you get shot, it's ending badly for you, and you really don't want to have that. Now, I'm using the bush here. It doesn't help anything, right? You can't double bush, so if you're behind a bush and you shoot through it, you still get spotted. However, it can help out somewhat, especially against vehicles that have bad camo rating, like Soviet tanks. Well, bad view range as well. So, the less they see, the less you can be hidden, obviously. And at this point, what we got is we have some enemies in the cap circle. We got this Batchat AP as well, they're just trying to cap, but we have a 6 versus 4, right? We got 3 of them killed. The Skoda went in, rushed. 60 AP went too far. This is how you lose, as the enemy team here, this is how you lose with map control, right? When you just have the enemies all bunched up in one corner, and then you push them one by one, and then the enemies can concentrate fire on you, and that is exactly how you lose that kind of situation. Now, how do you think this game is going to turn out in the end? It is now currently a 6 versus 3. That might sound like very easy, very much in the pocket. However, that is going to turn around very, very quickly. And if you made it till here, I would definitely recommend checking out my streams. I stream every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday on YouTube, so check it out if you want to. And I would also definitely recommend checking out this Friday's stream when a video comes out, because there's going to be some special announcement that is going to be coming. Now, back to the game, because, I mean, nothing really happened anyway. So we can go forward a bit here, and nothing happens, nothing happens, nothing happens. And now we're here with the enemy being a bit mad, and we're down to a 3v3 and a 2 versus 3, because never ever underestimate your team's ability to throw away. Now, at this point, I'd really love to clip that 57 heavy, but he unfortunately turns at the wrong time, and he stays on one shot. And now, I'm in a 1v3. From a 6 versus 3, down to a 1 versus 3. Isn't that just lovely? Now, at this point, the Batchat reloads very quickly, and the 57 didn't know that, and now he's dead, which is absolutely lovely. I've only done 2.9k damage at this point. However, this is now where the Batchat comes into its own. It can work on its own. Ideally, it loves working off the team and profiting. However, once a team is gone, it can also come its own just like that, because you have a clip with 930 damage, you have extremely good mobility. You can put that clip wherever you want it to be, especially if you're against 2 tanksters. Now, what I'm doing here at this point is I'm going forwards, I'm spot the E3, and I'll go back again. Alright, just like that, spot the E3, and then, you know, I'll go back to the other side, and there is the 4005, who I obviously get around. He doesn't have very great mobility, and all I gotta do is go around him, clip him, boom, dead. That is where the Batchat comes into its own. And now, what I will do here, the E3 is right there. I check, can he shoot me? No, he cannot. And at this point, I'm gonna run away. You stay spotted for about 10 seconds, which means that after those 10 seconds, you can do whatever you want. And ideally, you want to do something like, I suggested I'll be going this way. However, I turn around, and I'll be going the other way. And I'll go back up into my little position, so the E3 doesn't know what he's doing. And as you can see right there, he thinks that I'm going into the city, but I'm not. At this point, I can use that heat rounds as well to finish him off, and that's 4k damage and an easy 1v3. There's the Batchat. Should you get it? If you're a good player, absolutely yes. Is it hard to play? Yes. What's the point of this video? It's a damn medium tank, that's what it is. And it's also definitely fun if you have the right kind of wargaming offer shoved straight into your face. Thank you for watching. See you next one. Goodbye.